Hello dear friends, today we are going to learn about compound interest. You have already learned about the topic simple interest and you know the formula, that is P into R into T upon 100, where P stands for principal, R stands for rate of interest and T stands for time period. Dear students, compound interest is a different method of computing interest. In this method, the borrower who borrowed money from the lender and the lender agreed to fix up a certain time interval for the computation of interest and amount, and that time may be of 1 year or it may be of half yearly or it may be of quarterly, or we can say 1/4 of a year, that is 3 months. Dear students, in this video we learn to find the compound interest by using unitary method. Let's take the example. Question number 5. Monica borrowed rupees 4096 from Shalini for 3 years at 6:1/4% per annum. Find the amount and the compound interest paid by her to Shalini after 3 years if the interest is compounded annually. So dear students, I have written the basic information over here. Principal is rupees 4096, time is given, that is 3 years, and the rate of interest that is given 6:1/4% per annum. We have converted this mixed fraction in improper fraction, so the rate of interest will be 25/4% per annum. Now in unitary method there are some steps. The first step, in this you have to find the simple interest for first year, and the formula is principal into rate of interest into time divided by 100. Principal is rupees 4096, rate of interest is 25/4 and time is 1 year, as we are finding simple interest for first year only. So the time period will be 1 year only, divided by 100. 25 4s are 100, 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 4 4s are 16. It is divisible by 4. 4 2s are 8, 4 5s are 20 and 4 6 are 24. So the simple interest is rupees 256. Now we have to find the amount after first year is equal to principal plus simple interest, that is rupees 4096 plus rupees 256. So I got rupees 6 plus 6 12, 9 plus 6 15, 3 4, that is rupees 4352. Now in step 2 we consider amount after first year is equal to principal for second year, or we can say the next year. We consider the amount after first year as the principal for second year. So principal is equal to rupees 4352. Rate will be as it is, that is 25/4%. And now we have to find the simple interest for second year. Apply the formula, that is principal into rate into time upon 100, where principal is rupees 4352, rate 25/4 and time is 1 year, as we are finding the simple interest for second year only, divided by 100. 25 4s are 100, 4 ones are 4, 4 eights are 32, 4 eights are 32. Again it is divisible by 4. 4 twos are 8, 4 sevens are 28, 4 twos are 8. So I got rupees 272 as simple interest for second year. Now we have to find the amount after second year, that is principal plus simple interest. So add 4,352 and rupees 272. I got rupees 2 plus 2 4, 7 plus 5 12, 3 plus 2 and 1, that is 6 and 4. So I got rupees 4,624 as the amount. Now step 3. Why step 3? Because we have to find the compound interest after 3 years. Dear students, we have to repeat this process up to the specified period, and in this question we have to find the compound interest for 3 years, so we have to repeat this process 3 times. So now principal for third year will be amount after second year. जो आपने amount निकाला है after second year, that will be considered as the principal for third year. So now again we have to find the simple interest for third year. Apply the formula. P into R into T divided by 100, that is 4,624. That is the amount after second year, multiplied by rate of interest, that is 25 by 4, and time will be 1 year as we are computing simple interest for only third year, divided by 100. 25 fours are 100, 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4, 4 fives are 20, 4 six are 24. 4 twos are 8, 4 eights are 32, 4 nines are 36. So I got rupees 289 as simple interest for third year. Okay. Now find the amount after third year, that is principal plus simple interest, and the principal for third year is rupees 4,624. Add rupees 289. So the amount after 3 years will be 4 plus 9, 13, 11, 9, 4. So amount after 3 years is rupees 4,913. Now the last step, as we have to find the compound interest after 3 years. So the last step is amount after third year minus principal for first year, that is equals to compound interest. Compound interest is equal to amount after third year minus principal for the first year. Amount after third year is equal to rupees 4,913, and principal for the first year, that is given in the question, that is rupees 4,096, and the difference between these two is rupees 817, and this is the compound interest after 3 years. And the amount after 3 years, that is rupees 4,913. Okay, so this is the unitary method to find the compound interest. Now the next topic is finding compound interest when interest is compounded half yearly. In such cases, we have to convert this rate of interest that is given per annum in rate of interest divided by 2 per half year. We have to divide rate of interest by 2 to convert this rate of interest per annum in rate of interest per half year. And the time that is given in the question also changed into number of half years. That is, if in the question the time is given 1.5 years, interest is compounded half yearly, then the time period will be 3 half years. That is 3 periods. 1.5 years means 3 half years, that is 3 periods. Likewise, if the time is 4 years, then how many half years will be there in 4 years? That is 8 half years. That is 8 periods. So, in the formula, we will use 8 periods. In the continuation, the next topic is finding compound interest when interest is compounded quarterly. In such cases, if the rate percent is given per annum, then for each quarter, it becomes rate of interest divided by 4 for each quarter. And the time period is also converted into number of quarters. As we know, 12 months divided by 4, that is, there are total 3 months in a quarter. And if I ask to convert 6 months in quarters, it means there are 2 periods of 3 months. 2 periods of 3 months. Again, if in the question there are 9 months and the interest is compounded quarterly, then there are total 3 periods of 3 months. So there will be 3 periods. Students, always remember there are total 3 months in each quarter of a year. Okay? Each quarter is having 3 months in a year. So total 4 quarters are there and each quarter is having 3 months. So if there are 6 months, it means there will be 2 periods of 3 months. And if there are 9 months, it means there will be 3 periods of 3 months. Let's take an example. By this example, the concepts of finding compound interest when the interest is compounded half yearly and interest is compounded quarterly, both are given in this question. That will be clear to you. Let's see. Find the difference between the compound interest on rupees 25,000 at 16% per annum for 6 months compounded half yearly and quarterly respectively. Which option is better? It means you have to find the compound interest on 25,000. Rate of interest is given and time period is 6 months. And you have to find the compound interest when the interest is compounded half yearly as well as when the interest is compounded quarterly. Let's do this question. Dear students, I have written the basic information of the question over here. Divided the paper in 2 parts. On left hand side, we are going to compute the compound interest when interest is compounded half yearly. And on the right hand side, we are going to find the compound interest when interest is compounded quarterly. Basic information is same on both the sides. Principal is 25,000, rate of interest is 16% per annum and time is 6 months for each. We have to convert these two information for the requirement. as rate of interest is given per annum. We have to convert it in per half yearly. For that we have to divide it by 2. So this is 8% per half yearly. Okay. Likewise, time is 6 months and we have to find compound interest when interest is compounded half yearly. We have already 6 months. So it is only one period, as we know there are total 6 months in half year. On right hand side there are 6 months and we have to convert the information according to our requirement. When interest is compounded quarterly, rate is 16% per annum. We have to divide 16 by 4 to convert this rate of interest in 4% per quarterly. As we know, there are total 4 quarters in a year, so we have to divide the rate of interest per annum by 4. So we get 4% per quarterly. Time is given, that is 6 months. As we know, there are total 3 months in each quarter of a year. So total 2 periods of 3 months in 6 months. As we have to compute the compound interest when interest is compounded quarterly. So 6 months, it means 2 periods of 3 months. Now use unitary method to find the compound interest. First step is to find the simple interest for first period, that is rupees 25,000 into 8 upon 100, as we have converted into rate of interest per half yearly, into time is 1 period. So we got rupees 2,000 as simple interest when the interest is compounded half yearly. Now let's see on the right hand side. Simple interest for first period, as here are total 2 periods, so we have to do the process 2 times. Principal into rate of interest into time divided by 100. Principal is rupees 25,000. Rate is 4% per quarterly and time is 1 period. So I got rupees 1,000. Now we have to find amount after first period, that is principal plus simple interest, that is rupees 25,000 plus rupees 1,000. So I got rupees 26,000 as the amount. Now step 2, the amount after first period will be considered the principal for second period. So simple interest for second period formula will be same, that is principal into rate of interest into time period divided by 100. Principal rupees 26,000, that is amount after first period, into rate, that is 4% per quarterly, divided by 100 into 1. Now I got rupees 1,040 as the simple interest for second period. Now the amount after second period, that is rupees 26,000 plus rupees 1,040, and I got rupees 27,040. As we know, compound interest is equal to amount after the last period minus principal for the first period, that is rupees 27,040 minus rupees 25,000, and I got rupees 2,040 as my compound interest. Now dear students, you can see when the interest is compounded quarterly, we are getting compound interest as rupees 2,040, and when the compound interest is compounded half yearly, then we get interest as rupees 2,000. As we know, rupees 2,000 is less than rupees 1,040. So the option to compute the compound interest quarterly is better.